This is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and I wanted to revisit our compost. I did a video of this compost pile I made, and it was a few months ago. I put the plastic tubes in it like the Johnson Sioux system, but I've come to the conclusion that I really don't like using the the plastic. And for us, I don't really think it's necessary at this point. The biology in this area, because I've been making biodynamic compost here for several years, and stuff just breaks down quick, and especially under this ancient live oak tree. This mother tree that's growing here. It's a fungally dominant mix. I try to keep all my nitrogen in my carbon inputs that I make compost out of below 5%. So I don't use chicken manure. And we have such a robust earthworm colony throughout the property that it's just, everyone takes it over. The termites, the centipedes, the cockroaches, the entire bug family, and the decomposers. And fungi moves into it almost instantly. And it's made with basically hay that we collect our zebus at night, every night, and put them in the barn and lock them in. And while they're in there, I have organic approved grass hay that I buy and give them at night, just a little bit, and then turn them back out on the pasture in the morning. And wood shavings that we use for bedding, because I like them to have very comfortable place to sleep. I love our miniature zebus. They're part of our family, and their manure is too amazing to not use. They're just incredible. And so that's basically it. And then I put our bokashi compost in there. And I ferment different things. I did ferment all the fruits we grow here in there, and like mangoes and Garcinia peels and Garcinia fruits and citrus and every fruit you can think of we put through there, and it's colonized by black soldier flies, and it stays in there for about 2 months full. And then I put it as an ingredient in our compost. This really isn't ready yet. I removed the tubes, the plastic tubes, because I don't want to use any plastic. And but it's like, it's pretty good. Needs to be covered up and left alone for a little longer. Roots, I like to have the roots growing through it of plants before I use it. This area it's in is just like, has this incredible old tree here that's just really amazing. Ancient live oak tree. Easily more than 300 years old. That's huge. And then I do the compost on the edges, and these are different months that I made it. So every 2 months I was making it. Now I make it pretty much every other day. I just start adding the bedding and manure from the cows, and then I put my bokashi leachate in the center. It's a snake. Which I haven't done yet, but it gets colonized by mushrooms fairly quickly. The mycelial network in this area is pretty amazing. This is the compost that's next to use. So it's got plants growing in it, it's got pokeweed, it's got all kinds of stuff. I had pepper trees in here and I had pulled them out. Sometimes I just don't want them. And it's pretty finished. Sandy loam. It's amazing the sand gets all the way up to the top. That's from the fire ants, probably. So this is a fungal dominant compost that we make with raw cow manure and other carbon inputs, hay, straw, that is lower than 5% nitrogen, each one of them. We don't add any earthworm castings. We do add the bokashi leachate, and this has been a long-term area of compost being made here. So it's got all the biology in it already. We have a neem tree growing here that I planted when it was like 2 inches tall and forgot about it about 2 years ago, but this thing it smells like gasoline. I bought one that's bigger than that, and the leaves don't have any smell to them, but the tree that hasn't been watered, that's growing in a compost-rich environment, has all kinds of incredible aroma to it. Everything likes compost. Mangoes, it's a universally accepted ingredient to create fertility on any property for any tree and any plant. Not all compost is created equal. This is a biodynamic compost, a biodynamic static pile compost system. So it's aged a year, preferably. Here it sometimes can be faster if you're desperate for a vegetable garden, or if I'm desperate for it, but I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. I seem to have quite a bit of compost, and our property is getting more fertile by the day. This is the last compost pile I made. Anyway, this is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm. That's compost at our Biodynamic Natural Farming system here in Vero Beach, Florida. Have a good day.